Delayed in Tallahassee and shelved in Washington. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell says his chamber won't debate any gun laws when they return next week. Instead, they're going to focus on banking bills. Now, you've heard about the tens of millions of dollars the NRA spends each election cycle donating to conservative politicians.
But what you don't hear about is the other way this powerful group influences elections by spending against candidates who favor gun controls. 10 Investigates' Noah Pransky digs deeper.
Congressman Murphy's weakness is a threat to your freedom.
There are few places more dangerous in politics than the crosshairs of the NRA. Former Florida Congressman Patrick Murphy knows it.
The NRA sends out a scorecard to thousands of people in every district, millions of people across the country, and they give a rating.
His rating, an F. Little surprise after campaigning on an assault rifle ban while unsuccessfully trying to unseat Senator Marco Rubio in 2016. The NRA sure made sure it was known too, with more than $1 million to support Rubio's campaign and more than twice as much on negative ads slamming Murphy. Across all the federal elections in 2016, the NRA spent more than $50 million on influence, 2/3 of it negative spending against Democrats.
Why do people do negative ads? And the short answer is they work.
Chara Torres-Spelisi is an election law professor at Stetson University. She says the NRA has been effective protecting gun rights by spending big bucks protecting conservative politicians and attacking their opponents. In 2016, it spent more than $11 million to support Donald Trump and nearly $20 million more hammering Hillary Clinton. And it's not that the money is manipulating anybody. Much of it is about motivating the membership.
NRA voters, by and large, vote at a greater percentage than most common voters out there.
In some ways, the NRA is very akin to very large unions. So a large union both can produce money for the Democratic Party typically, and they can produce voters.
Which makes all that money fighting gun control money well spent for an organization with a laser focus. Its choice weapon for self-defense is the ballot box.
One big question is where all the NRA's campaign cash is coming from, because much of the spending is through nonprofit dark money groups. There's reportedly now a federal investigation into whether some of the 2016 cash came illegally from a Russian banker close to Vladimir Putin. We've reached out to the NRA for comment, but never heard back. Noah Pransky, 10 Investigates.
I talked with you about this on Facebook Live tonight, not just about the influence of the NRA, but of any special interest group that pours money into helping decide our elections on both sides of the aisle. Chris, you told us the NRA is only powerful because the members vote together, and that's the definition of democracy. Kirian, you had an issue with the entire system. You told me if a government official takes money from a special interest group, they should not be allowed to vote on anything related to that group. Peggy, you agreed with Kirian and then added they are paid and elected to do work for Americans. Stop them from being bought and paid for. And according to Shari, both sides are hypocrites. Every single nominee screams against lobbyists, and then the very lobbyists they are screaming about have already donated to their party. Now, the conversation is still going on Facebook. Let us know what you think. Just search 10 News WTSP.
Homes and businesses are underwater and millions are without power as a powerful storm slams the Northeast.